There's 4 things that defensiveness does to damage your relationship. The first is it escalates conflict. If every time you get defensive and you're basically just deflecting, you're turning the conversation into a battle. You're perceiving them as a threat, and so they become your opponent. So they bring something up, then you counter or turn the tables, and now they're on the defense, and now it's just a two-way attack, and no one's listening. This is why feedback has to be a one-way street, because a dialogue, when it comes to this kind of thing, it's like you're trying to bypass one person actually getting what they need to repair and to turn the page before you take turns. It also blocks empathy, because when you're defending, you're not listening or understanding. You're not coming from a place of curiosity when you're in defense mode. So you're missing a chance to understand, to have an insight, to care, or just simply put yourself in their shoes, which goes a long way, because if you can put yourself in their shoes and even just understand what they're saying from their perspective, that will disarm them, right? Then they feel heard, and then they don't have to keep going with it. And it's really essential for a healthy relationship to have the ability to empathize and to hear what somebody's saying without defensiveness. It also blocks repair. So if they never feel heard, you haven't repaired. If they brought something up that left them, it didn't sit right with them, and they're bringing feedback to you, and you move into defensiveness, and they get frustrated and they shut down, and then maybe a day later you just move on, right? It never got resolved. It just got swept under the rug. This is going to accumulate over time. It's going to grow resentment, and it's also going to inform their filter of you the next time, right? The next time something comes up, they might come in with guns blazing because they're expecting not a great reaction, or they might just shut down because they don't think that you're their ally, and they just assume it's not going to do any good. I might as well just keep it to myself, which you definitely don't want. If you're somebody who's thinking, well, as long as they don't complain and as long as they're not giving me negative feedback, I'm fine, right? Because I just want there to be peace. You're setting yourself up for your spouse getting to the point of no return at some point. You might be getting short-term peace out of it. You might think, okay, they're not hassling me right now. But for the long term, what you're settling for is a relationship, really in essence, where you're okay with them feeling not repaired, right? There will be a price to pay for that, even if it's more down the line. So the next time something comes up, you want to make sure that you're making the effort to really hear what they're saying and look at it as repair. It's not just about getting out of the hot seat. It's about, oh, this is an opportunity to repair, which brings you closer. That's what creates emotional intimacy. That's what creates trust. And that's what puts you on the same team. And it changes your entire filter of each other so that you're less likely to be defensive or even have issues with each other in the future. So there is a huge long-term gain in that. Finally, the reason why defensiveness ruins your relationship is because it creates opposition, alluded to with the moving into opponent mode, and now you're fighting and you're escalated. Instead of being partners working together, you're adversaries. You're defending yourself, which means they're a threat, they're your enemy, they're not on your side. If they were on your side, if you perceive them to be on your side, then you would just get curious because you would feel like you have nothing to lose.